Hi, everyone. I truly apologize for any confusion that the week 5 discussion may have caused you. I realized late that there was a missing piece to the directions that could have caused some confusion for some of you. So in this case, I will be going over the assignment and also providing an extension so that you can complete it accurately. The first thing that I want to bring your attention to on the Brightspace page is your final project information. This is newly visible, so this is the piece of the puzzle that was missing that I think that you probably need to complete your discussion post that's due this week. So what I'd like you to do before completing the discussion forum assignment is to review the project information that is now visible. What you will find are the project group guidelines, as well as a video of me reviewing those guidelines and discussing expectations for the project. And also, this may be something that you don't necessarily need right now. It might be helpful for your recorded presentation to be able to upload that to Zoom, but there are, or I'm sorry, to YouTube, but there are some directions here of me actually demonstrating how to upload a recorded video to YouTube, which seems to be much easier than trying to put a PowerPoint or another type of video to Brightspace. So that is a resource for you. So once you've looked at this, you'll kind of have a better understanding, I hope, of what the final project is. Now, please note that the final project is not due until the end of the semester. So the video and the paper that you'll review is not due until the week of May 5th. However, this week, I am asking you to start planning. So you have had the experience now of planning hypothetical groups, creating big picture plans, creating session plans, right? Next week, you're going to start facilitating some small icebreakers. And then after you complete that small project, you'll have another project where you're actually going to be able to facilitate an assigned group that I will be assigning to you that's a little bit more in depth. And then the idea is that you'll have the skills and the knowledge to be able to plan a group hypothetically from scratch and create a session plan, facilitate the group, and then critique yourself on that process, okay? So this week, it's really about identifying what the topic is going to be and sharing that with me and your peers. So looking back to week 5, you can see that I'm asking you to do something similar to what you did in week 4, and then I'm asking you to basically complete a presentation. So I would like to see a visual aid that you're going to share with me and your classmates. And the purpose of this assignment is to begin planning for that group project that you can review more about under the group project guidelines. So I have this group project organizer that you can use to help you. This is really just to help you plan your final group project. It appears that it's not going to let me kind of open it easily right now, so I'll let you kind of review that. But what is important here for this is that once you've reviewed your final group project outlines, you'll identify and realize that you need to first pick a topic. That topic is going to be something that you are already familiar with, something that you don't have to spend a lot of time researching, something that you would feel comfortable with if you were to facilitate a group on it. And that's what you'll end up doing around the week of May 5th. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to identify what that particular topic is going to be. I gave you some examples in the previous, in the video under the final group project guidelines, okay? So identify what your group is going to be, what is the focus, what are the intended goals of the group, all right? This is going to, then you're going to think about big picture planning. How many sessions are going to be in this hypothetical group? So I gave the example in the previous video of parenting. So your overall group might be a support group for parents, but you might have specific topics that you are going to visit each week. So it might be an 8-week support group for parents of toddlers. And each session might focus on a particular topic related to toddlers, right? And so you're going to kind of think about that. So you're going to have eight weeks. You're going to meet once a week for an hour, right? Who are your members going to be? So how many members are you going to allow in this group? What are the screening methods? Very similar to what you did in a previous assignment. Indicate whether the group is open or closed. So is it going to be an open group where people can come and go, or is it going to be closed where the same amount of members who started the group are going to complete the group? What are the rules and guidelines? What are the topics that might be covered? So again, if it's a parenting group, what kind of topics are you going to cover? Are you going to cover how to deal with certain types of behaviors, toilet training, whatever might come up in such a group, okay? And what sessions might those topics be within? Please note that I also indicated in the final group project description that you may identify that you want a one-time session. So you may not have 8 sessions of a particular group, for example. It may just be that you're meeting with a group one time, and it could be something like orientation to college, okay? And then how will you assess your group success, right? Then you're going to create a PowerPoint presentation like you did before. I understand that there were some learning curves for the students as well as myself in regards to that. I did provide a video with some demonstrations that might be easier. Other ways, I initially showed students how to narrate a PowerPoint. I understand that you need this downloaded to your computer, which was a barrier to some students. Another way that you could do this is you could create your PowerPoint, and then you could actually facilitate the PowerPoint on a recorded Zoom. And then you could upload that Zoom link, or you could follow my instructions to upload that link to YouTube. I'm happy to help anybody who needs any extra assistance on how to do that. So create your PowerPoint. It should include the following: title slide with the group name. Again, this is all associated with your hypothetical final project. You may make some changes after you complete this project, or this assignment, I should say, and you get feedback from me, you get feedback from your peers, you can tweak it, okay? So this is just your initial thoughts. I would encourage you to spend some time on this, because it'll be better to have it more finalized now rather than having to make a lot of changes down the road, okay? So what is the title of your group? You're going to be discussing the session plan, overview, the screening process, the group structure, activities, challenges, evaluation, and then conclusion slide. So it should be about 5 to 10 minutes. Again, narration, or you can do the recorded video. I would love to see students, so I'm hoping that you'll be able to find a way where you are able to present yourself, not just your voice, but also your face as well. Submit the PowerPoint, gives you some ideas on how to do this. Again, I understand that these files can be very large, so it may be helpful to use something like YouTube to reduce that and be able to get a link. You will then upload this for a grade, and then you will obtain some feedback from peers, but you'll also be watching the videos of the other classmates and providing feedback to them, just like you did with a previous assignment. Now, what I'm hoping is that your peers will provide you with some feedback to strengthen potentially your group, and that you will also provide your peers with some feedback. Again, as a reminder, when we are critiquing each other, it is constructive feedback. It is intended to help individuals identify areas to improve on. It's not intended to point out any weaknesses or negativities, okay? So we'll be focusing a lot on this constructive feedback in the next few weeks, which again is intended on personal and professional improvement. So because I had missed that piece, and I appreciate emails that I had received, as well as your understanding and flexibility, as I had not realized that I didn't have that piece available until very late. So I'm going to provide an extension. So I am posting this video on Wednesday, February 26th. And because it is going to provide or require you to think and plan and then create this PowerPoint and then post, then I am going to extend the due date of your initial post to Sunday, March 2nd at 11:59 p.m. with the expectation that you have reviewed and will then respond to at least one other student providing some feedback by Tuesday, March 4th. So hopefully that clarifies this assignment, allows you an ample amount of time to complete it. And again, if you need any additional questions or clarification, I am happy to provide you with that information. So I hope that you enjoy the assignment, and please reach out with questions.